Good evening and welcome to Everyone Deserves a Home, a program that keeps you abreast of mortgage access and affordable home ownership in Nigeria. I am Dihelia Mamza, standing in for your regular anchor. On this episode, we take a closer look at how the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria continues to strengthen housing delivery through strategic partnership, institutional reforms, and people-focused initiatives aimed at expanding access to affordable homes. In our Building Blocks segment, we shall explore key developments shaping the housing sector, while the Dream Come True segment spotlights real stories of Nigerians whose journey to home ownership are becoming a reality. Stay with us as the program unfolds after the break.
To improve transparency and accountability in managing the NHF funds, Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria has introduced *219#. *219# is a new way to know the status of your NHF contribution from anywhere. To use this service, dial *219#. Select 1 to update your contact detail. Press 2 to check your contribution status in any month up to the last 5 years. You can also use our mortgage calculator and bulletin board by selecting options 5 and 6 respectively. You can access other services by using direct shortcodes like *219*3# to retrieve your NHF number, *219*4*1# to check your last 5 transactions, and *219*4*2# to check your statement of account. No internet connection required, and it is available on all networks. *219#. Simpler, smarter, faster. Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria. Everyone deserves a home.
Welcome back. We begin with developments from the National Assembly, where the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria presented its 2026 budget proposal before the Senate Committee on Housing and Urban Development. Stay tuned for these and more after this timeout. The management of the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, FMBN, led by its Managing Director, Shehu Usman Osidi, has presented and defended its 2026 budget proposal before the Senate Committee on Housing and Urban Development.
Capital injection, which we expect to receive from the federal government, 100 billion.
While defending the budget, Shehu Usman Osidi says the bank's 2026 budget is anchored on its strategic agenda, plans, and national housing priorities.
The key indices of the 2026 budget are as follows. For business loans, we are projecting 385 billion. NHF collection, both for formal and informal sector, 217 billion. Capital assets acquisition, 9.2 billion. And again, capital injection, which we expect to receive from the federal government, 100 billion. And then income is expected to be 139 billion. Interest expense, 18.37 billion. Recurrent expenditure, 58.4 billion. Impairment, 13.84 billion. And we hope to achieve an operational surplus of 46.56 billion in the course of 2026.
Mr. Osidi further outlined institutional objectives that align with presidential priorities and deliverables aimed at strengthening the nation's housing program.
This is to increase the supply of affordable housing, expanding access to mortgages and housing loans, and then supporting housing-related initiatives. The institutional objective is also to deepen mortgage penetration, grow and diversify funding mix, informal sector integration, and enhance brand and customer experience.
Speaking during the session, Chairman of the committee, Aminu Waziri Tambuwal, described the engagement as part of the committee's constitutional responsibility to ensure accountability and effective oversight of housing institutions.
The housing sector remains a critical component of national development. It drives economic growth, job creation, and social stability. As such, institutions within this sector must demonstrate efficiency, transparency, and accountability in the management of their resources. We expect the presentations to be comprehensive, evidence-based, and focused on explaining how projected IGR will be generated, allocated, and utilized to achieve their objectives. This will assist the committee in exercising its oversight oversight function effectively and ensuring that the proposed budgets are realistic, implementable, and aligned with national housing policies.
He then commended the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria for its sustained efforts in expanding access to affordable housing across the country.
We must commend you for what you have been able to do thus far. We urge you and your teams to continue to do more. These two important agencies are very, very critical in the development of housing sector in Nigeria. And as committee and as partners, we are always ready and willing to give you every necessary support that you require for you to carry out your mandates. So thank you.
Other lawmakers made their contributions on the bank's budget proposal and renewed their call for the recapitalization of the bank to boost its impact. The federal government has handed over 24 housing units to the University of Ilesha under the National Housing Program in a move aimed at expanding access to affordable housing and strengthening institutional capacity. Representing the Minister of Housing and Urban Development, Ahmed Musa Dengiwa, the Director of Public Buildings and Housing Development, Femi Samuel Temitope, described the project as a strategic intervention designed to improve staff welfare and enhance productivity across public institutions. He emphasized that access to decent and affordable housing remains a key priority of government, particularly in supporting critical sectors such as education and national development. In his remarks, the university's Vice-Chancellor, Taiwo Olufemi Asaolu, described the handover as a major milestone, noting that it will address accommodation challenges and support the institution's academic expansion.
To provide affordable housing finance to Nigerian workers.
Our focus is on ensuring the financial sustainability of this bank.
We have been developing other products in order to reach the masses.
Strategic partnership is at the core of our business.
We have touched over 14 million lives.
Opening or trying new frontiers that still
every Nigerian deserves a home, and we will keep striving.
We are very strategic in the renewed hope agenda of Mr. President.
FMBN, everyone deserves a home.
Welcome back. You're still watching the program Everyone Deserves a Home. Now to Building Blocks, our main segment where we explore the policies, strategies and systems driving housing development in Nigeria. In this edition, we examine how the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria is leveraging partnerships, strengthening internal capacity, and rolling out initiatives to improve access to affordable housing for Nigerians for the year 2026. Stay tuned.
As an apex mortgage institution, the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria is in the forefront of addressing housing deficit and continues to play a central role in expanding access to affordable housing for citizens across the country. With a mandate anchored on providing mortgage finance, decent and affordable home ownership for contributors under the National Housing Fund scheme within the low and middle income bracket, the bank continues to drive impactful housing interventions.
The Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria ordinarily provides mortgage financing for contributors to the the National Housing Fund, who are essentially Nigerian workers, to own homes through mortgage facilities. And so the expectation is that houses will be standing in different parts of the country, and then individuals who are contributing to the fund, or let me say civil servants, can then access facilities from the Federal Mortgage Bank to buy those houses.
Through its single-digit interest rate products, the FMBN continues to advance affordable housing alongside innovative solutions designed to meet the diverse need of Nigerians.
Through our various mortgage products, we have continued to support home ownership by offering low-interest, long-tenured financing options tailored to the needs of workers. Some of these key products include the following: One is the National Housing Fund Mortgage Loan, which is a long-term, low-interest facility available to contributors to the National Housing Fund scheme. Two is the rent-to-own scheme, designed to enable workers to own homes with ease by paying rent while gradually acquiring ownership. Three is the home renovation loan, a short-term facility that allows beneficiaries to upgrade and improve their homes. Then we have the cooperative housing development loan, tailored to support workers' cooperatives in financing housing estates for their members. Then we have the individual home construction loan, which is a flexible option for self-build projects. We also have non-interest mortgage products that meet ethical standards. And of course, we are also introducing other innovative housing solutions tailored to meet the needs of Nigerians home and abroad, including the rent assistance and the FMBN NHF diaspora mortgage loan.
Across the country, the impact of these housing efforts is becoming increasingly visible, with stakeholders' engagement as a key pillar in the bank's operations, enabling it to scale housing projects and extend its reach to more Nigerian workers.
We have expanded engagements with key stakeholders and strengthened governance frameworks to ensure accountability, prudence, and alignment with global best practices in development, finance, and housing delivery.
Equally, the FMBN continues to deepen institutional collaboration to expand home ownership opportunities and strengthen public confidence in its interventions.
Over the years, and particularly in the recent past, we have intensified efforts to expand access to affordable housing across the country. We have supported the delivery of thousands of housing units, provided mortgage loans to contributors across both the public and private sectors, and strengthened partnerships with developers, cooperatives, and institutional investors to scale housing supply. Beyond financing homes, our work contributes significantly to job creation, economic activity in the construction value chain, and social stability by enabling Nigerian families to achieve the dignity and security of home ownership.
Similarly, investment in the housing sector remains critical to the nation's economic growth, and the bank continues to position itself as a key driver in this space.
At the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, housing lies at the heart of our mandate through the National Housing Fund and the President's Renewed Hope Housing Agenda. Every home financed under the NHF represents more than just shelter. It serves as a catalyst for economic growth. We recognize that investment in housing stimulates local industries, generates employment, deepens financial markets, mobilizes long-term domestic savings, and expands access to mortgage finance for Nigeria's workforce. As Nigeria's mortgage institution, we remain committed to broadening access to home ownership for Nigerian workers through innovative mortgage solutions and strategic partnerships.
By the bank or by law. So help me God.
Beyond external collaborations, the bank is strengthening its internal capacity, recognizing that the skilled and efficient workforce is essential towards achieving its mandate.
The current executive management is deliberately instituting a new trajectory of growth, reform, and institutional renewal. We are strengthening our processes, deepening digital transformation, tightening governance, improving service delivery, and repositioning FMBN to function more effectively as a modern, responsive, and development-focused financial institution.
In response to prevailing economic realities, the FMBN has also introduced interventions aimed at easing the burden of housing costs and support for both prospective homeowners and renters.
The Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria has been very proactive. We do know that prices are rising in the market, and affordability is a function of two variables. One is cost and the other is income. So if you have rising prices and household incomes are constant, it means you have to create innovative ways through which you can then make houses affordable. And this can happen through the kinds of design, the design of houses that you can do. And then for us as Federal Mortgage Bank, we have been proactive. We anticipated this situation and we created a product which we call the Rent Assistance Project. where we are going to be paying rent to contributors to the National Housing Fund before they are able to own their own homes.
We are Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, your trusted partner in making home ownership aspiration a reality.
From savings to holding your keys in your hands, our products are designed to make owning a home easier, faster, and more affordable. The National Housing Fund Mortgage Loan gives you low-interest financing to buy your dream home.
The home renovation loan helps you upgrade your space without stress.
And with rent-to-own, you can move into your home first and pay over time.
We also offer the Cooperative Housing Development Loan, bringing groups together to build communities.
With our individual construction loan, you can build at your pace on your land. Our rent assistance loan assists you to pay your rent without stress. Nigerians abroad can invest back home with our NHF Diaspora Mortgage Loan, plus our non-interest loan for Nigerians with preference for such financing model.
To access any of our products, can you log on to www.ibank.com or visit any of our branches nationwide? We are also very active on all our social media platforms. In FMBN, customer centricity is our topmost priority.
It's time now for Dream Come True, where we spotlight and celebrate real stories of Nigerians whose aspirations of owning a home are becoming reality through the support of the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria. We will be right back with one such story after the break.
Well, that is working. It's something fantastic. It's great. It's very easy to access.
It's flexible.
The mortgage is really.
I call myself a landlord.
I'm a happy homeowner.
It's a dream come true. On the click of a button, you can access our facilities.
Malam Abubakar Umar, a civil servant, began his journey to home ownership after his visit to the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, where a friend introduced him to a Biscoli developer.
When I visited the FMBN building, so one of my friends, he said, okay, you are locally enough. Come, let me introduce you to one developer, Biscoli. I said, okay, so I had been filling the forms, almost all the primary mortgages, I filled their forms, but I couldn't get it. But I said, let me try my best. And I tried my best. So luckily for me, I filled the form there, I did everything, I did all the necessary things.
As a happy homeowner, he shares with us the type of house he acquired.
I have my 2-bedroom flat and everything, my family are happy, I'm happy.
Malam Abubakar Umar explains how convenient the repayment process is for him and shares his thoughts on the quality of the house he obtained.
No, my mode of payment is monthly because I'm a salary earner. So they used to deduct from the source. So if they deduct the remaining change, and then I will collect it. That's it. Honestly speaking, with the liaison with the Biscoli and then the Federal Mortgage Bank, honestly speaking, you people are trying. You have been trying, and you are continuing trying to get a quality houses. Now, if you come during rainy season, honestly speaking, if care is not taken because of the quality of the roof now, in fact, it was another story, not this one, because the breeze that used to win here is not a small breeze. But alhamdulillah, look at it now, everything is remaining intact.
Describing it as a dream come true, Malam Abubakar shares his excitement from the moment he receives his keys.
I started rubbing shoulder with the big men because what the only things now I say, this is my house. I can even point out this is my house. So in life, even in your village, honestly speaking, if you have shelter, so in fact you are gone far, not the place of your state, and then come down to Federal Capital Territory, which is aim of everybody. Now I want to own the house. I want to own. In fact, my relationship between people now, it has been changed. Even my boss now, my director, honestly speaking, he can't tell me, he can't shout on me anyhow, because he He has his own house now, and then my own house now. So what is going to tell me? In fact, my respects have totally changed within my colleagues, within my relations. Honestly speaking.
He advises Nigerians to take advantage of the opportunity, affirming its authenticity. He calls on his colleagues and friends to key into the NHF scheme.
When I started advertising this mortgage in my organization, honestly speaking, people have started trooping in, and later on they say, okay, this one, even I feel it is not something that I can get in. I say, oh, try your best, try your best, try your best. So luckily enough, it is only one woman. She come apply and she got her own house in my organization. And now people are even telling me that, me, honestly, I'm not fair to them. Because I told you people how many times I used to come and tell you that, see what is going on. Please, if you have interest, just fill it now. And now, honestly speaking, they say, I'm not fair to them. And I say, I've already advertised everything to you. And I will continue advertising.
Malam Abubakar Umar's journey proves that home ownership through the NHF scheme is real and achievable. With his dream home secured, he encourages others to take advantage of the opportunity and key into the scheme.
Federal Mortgage Bank is my second home. It's my second house, yes.
Our question for the week is, can someone who has attained 35 years in service and does not necessarily clock 60 years of age apply for his or her NHF fund?
The law is very specific in saying that the applicant for refund must be 60 years of age, but there is another provision which also says inability to make continuous contributions to the National Housing Fund. So in a case in which somebody has attained 35 years in service but has not attained the age of 60 years, we also make that provision for a refund to that individual because he has attained the maximum working length of time, which is 35 years in service. So in that case, we oblige a request for refund in such cases.
Thanks for staying with us, and do join us again next time for more inspiring housing stories and updates from the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria and the housing sector. For more information about FMBN's products and services, visit www.fmbn.gov.ng or any FMBN branch office near you. You can also dial *219# on your mobile devices to track your NHF contributions. Until next time, I am Dehelia Mamza. Good night.